Ever been thrown off when your alarm clock goes dead silent right when you need it most? Or gotten fed up with the hassle and cost of running to a shop just to swap out a tiny battery? Don't let these little annoyances get you down. Welcome to today's awesome video, where I'll show you how to replace your alarm clock battery at home. Super quick, super easy, and totally wallet friendly. With just a few simple steps and a touch of know-how, you'll have your clock ticking like new in no time. Ready to dive in? Grab a seat, hit play, and let's get to it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment to let me know how it went. This clock is dead. The battery's been in there for way too long, and now it's dead. Around here, people believe a dead clock brings bad luck, so I'd better get it running again. I will try replacing it with a new battery. It is working normally again. I will try measuring their voltage. Before boosting the voltage, you need to measure the voltage to determine whether the battery is still functional. If the battery is severely damaged, such as being heavily corroded, you should not attempt it because it can easily cause fire or explosion. This is a regular battery. This battery is completely drained. These is no voltages. This battery has run out of capacity due to long-term use. This type of battery is also not designed to be recharged, so boosting the voltage cannot fully restore it to its original state. Before handling the battery, I'll need a cup of warm water to boost its voltage, and I'll use these two razor blades to make the water boil. This idea is based on the principle that when an electric current passes through a metal piece, it generates heat, which is then transferred to the water, raising its temperature until it boils. This method may involve risks, so if you want to try it, make sure to wear protective gear. Prepare a piece of electrical wire like this. You can use common household electrical wires, which are easy to find. Avoid using thin wires like speaker cables or USB cables, as they cannot handle high currents and may easily burn out. The end connected to the power plug must be properly insulated, ensuring that the wires are not exposed, broken, or damaged. The wire ends connected to the metal strips must be properly stripped, securely attached, and firmly fixed to ensure a stable connection. I will use 2 toothpicks to separate them and prevent them from touching each other. Make sure the 2 metal strips do not touch each other to avoid a short circuit. Now, I'm going to start boiling the water. I will use this glass cup for boiling the water. Fill the glass cup almost to the top, but not too much. If overfilled, the boiling water may spill over. Supply power to let the electric current flow through the system. The 220V voltage is strong enough to generate heat quickly in the water, but it also makes this method very dangerous if not handled carefully. The water has boiled. I'll let it cool for 15 minutes before using it. Let's add 2 spoons of salt in here. Give it a good stir to help it dissolve. This is the washer from the grinder. I'm going to add it along with the battery to make the voltage boost more effective. When the battery is placed in salt water, a chemical reaction takes place. Salt water is a good conductor of electricity because of the dissolved salt, which splits into ions. These ions help carry electric current more efficiently. Inside the battery, the salt water interacts with the battery's materials, encouraging chemical processes that can help to jumpstart or restore some of the battery's charge. This reaction can help break down any buildup or corrosion on the battery's contacts, improving its ability to conduct electricity again. When the battery is placed in salt water and starts to bubble, it means a chemical reaction is happening. The bubbles are actually gas being released, usually hydrogen or oxygen, due to the interaction between the battery's materials and the saltwater solution. After 1 hour, when the water changes color, I'll take the battery out and dry it off. I'm going to measure its voltage once more. Great news, it's been revived and is working again. Now, I'll put the battery back into the clock and check if it's working properly. After putting the battery back in, the clock is working perfectly again. It's ticking smoothly and keeping time just like new. This simple process of restoring the battery really made a huge difference. Please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel to watch more interesting videos. Your support is our biggest motivation to make better videos. Please watch the video until the end and let me know which method you like most. I look forward to hearing from you. Great results. Do you like this idea? Hey, have you ever been fascinated by the idea of making your own battery? Don't hold back that passion any longer. Welcome to today's awesome video, where I'll guide you into the world of DIY battery making, simple, fun, and super creative. With just a few easy-to-find items, you'll be able to create your very own power source. Feeling excited yet? Grab a seat, hit play, and let's dive into this epic battery making journey. Don't forget to drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and share your passion in the comments. The reason these watches are no longer functioning is simply because their batteries have run out. Over time, the batteries inside these watches lose their charge, especially if the watches haven't been used regularly. Like any other battery-powered device, once the power source is depleted, the mechanism stops working. It's a common issue with older or unused watches. But the good news is that it's usually easy to fix. Just replace the old battery with a new one, and the watch should be back to ticking as usual. Now, I'm going to measure their voltage to see if there's any power left in them. This is a standard AA battery, and its typical voltage is 1.5 volts. It's one of the most common types of batteries used in everyday devices like remote controls, flashlights, and clocks. And this one here is a drain battery. It's no longer able to power devices because most, if not all, of its energy has been used up. I won't be using any brand new batteries. Instead, I'm going to create a battery using these old, used ones. That's right. We're giving these dead batteries a second life by transforming them into a homemade power source. Now, I'm going to take it apart, carefully removing the outer casing to get to the inner core of the battery. This is where all the interesting stuff happens, and it's the part we'll be using for our DIY project. Make sure to keep these two metal terminal pieces. They're important because we'll be reusing them to create our new battery. These ends act as a positive and negative terminals, just like in a regular battery. I'm going to keep this battery casing to use as the body for the new battery. It's still in good shape and will serve as a perfect shell to hold the new materials we'll be putting inside. Now I need a different battery core, and I'm going to use charcoal as the new core material. Charcoal is a good conductor and will play a key role in helping the new battery generate electricity. Charcoal is a good conductor and will play a key role in helping the new battery generate electricity. I'm going to use sandpaper to grind the charcoal into a fine powder. This makes it easier to work with and helps it pack tightly inside the battery, improving conductivity and performance. You can either buy charcoal or simply burn a small branch to make your own. It's really simple and easy to find. I'm going to use it as the core of the battery. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Use super glue to coat the outside of the rivet carefully, then sprinkle the charcoal powder onto the glued surface. This helps the powder stick firmly and creates a conductive layer for the battery core. Be sure to work in a well-ventilated area and avoid getting glue on your skin, as super glue bonds quickly and can be tricky to remove. Keep repeating this process until you build up a layer thick enough that it looks like a battery core. Next, I'm going to smooth the surface by sanding it down. This step is important because a smooth, even surface ensures better contact inside the battery, which helps improve the flow of electricity and the overall performance of the battery. I'm going to add a little vinegar inside the battery. Vinegar contains acetic acid, which acts as an electrolyte, a substance that allows electric current to flow between the battery's electrodes. This chemical reaction between the electrolyte and the metal parts inside the battery is what generates electricity. Without an electrolyte like vinegar, the battery wouldn't be able to produce power. Place the battery core you've made back into the battery casing. Use a syringe to draw up the vinegar and carefully inject it into the battery casing. Be sure to handle the syringe with care to avoid spills, and work in a well-ventilated area. Also, avoid direct contact with the vinegar as it's acidic and can irritate your skin. Now, I'm going to connect the battery I just made. Use heat shrink tubing to secure the battery in place. To do this, slide the tubing over the battery and then apply heat, using a heat gun or a lighter carefully, to shrink the tubing tightly around it. This will keep the battery components firmly together and provide some protection. I've finished making the battery. Now, I'm going to measure its voltage again to see how well it's performing. Since this is a recycled battery, it won't perform perfectly like a brand new one. It can only work for a few hours or even just a few minutes, depending on how you use it. So, it's best to use it for small, low-power devices or short-term projects where long-lasting power isn't critical. Now, I'm going to put the recycled battery into the watch. And look, it's running. Although it's not as powerful or long-lasting as a new battery, it's amazing to see it bring the watch back to life. This shows how you can creatively reuse old materials to make something useful again. And just like that, with a few simple steps, you brought your alarm clock back to life. Easy, right? If you found this tip helpful, don't forget to hit like, share the video, and subscribe to the channel for more cool hacks. Drop a comment below and let me know how long it took you to change the battery. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.